Hey, today we're gonna make beef and broccoli meatballs. It's in our Season's Best cookbook and it's one of our one-pot meals. I've already got a little bit already prepped. I'm gonna finish processing our broccoli and to make it fine with our manual food processor. So it's gonna cut quickly. And then I've got one piece left. Okay, so see, we've got our broccoli processed really fine. When you use the manual food processor, you can take the blade out when you're finished. So if you want to store it, there's a lid you can put on. We're actually going to add it to our Easy Read measuring cup that we need about 1.5 cups. So that's about 1.5 cups. You can just see the measurements. Let me see if I can turn that. You can see the measurements from the top instead of having to hold it up and look at it. So that this is the 2 cup. There's 2 other sizes in there, so I'm going to set that aside. We don't need that little bit of extra, so let me get that out of the way. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our sauce. I've already got a little bit of garlic and ginger, but I wanted to show you our zesters. And this is what I'm using to grate the ginger. Just running it back and forth over there, and then you can have that freshly grated ginger. Ginger is actually good for like inflammation, lots of different things you can add it for flavor. A lot of Asian foods use the ginger, and that's about all that we need. When you buy it at the store, it looks like a kind of brown crepey ham, and you can break off the amount that you need. You don't have to buy the whole thing, so just a shopping tip for you there. So we've got that. We're gonna add 1/2 cup of soy sauce. This is the 1 cup that goes with the 2 cup that I just showed you just a minute ago of our soy sauce. And then we need some brown sugar with our measure all cup. Just gonna press that. Should have done that first before I put the liquid in because I don't want it to plop. Make a big, but the sides come clean. This is the 1 cup. We have a petite that's 1/4 cup, and we have a 2 cup. So there's 3 different sizes for you as well. And then we're gonna add 1 more clove of garlic. I've already pressed in 2. Garlic press is great because you don't have to peel it. You can just put the clove right inside and then just squeeze, and it shoots your garlic out. And then I take the little cleaning tool that snaps inside and use that like a knife. And then I also use that to kind of pull the skin out so that I'm not having to touch it. It does have a little slot here that this will fit, so you don't have to keep up with it in your drawer. And that's the garlic press. Garlic is also heart healthy for you too. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and whisk this together. And we're gonna take 2 tablespoons out of this to put into our meatballs. So I'm just gonna pour 2 tablespoons into here. And we're gonna put it into our large batter bowl. Like so. Okay, get that out of the way. We're gonna switch bowls now. We're gonna move this here. And we're gonna put our broccoli in here with the sauce that we just add. And we're also going to, I forgot to get the hamburger, hang on. I'm gonna put my gloves on because I'm gonna have to handle the meat. You don't have to do this, but I don't like the feeling of raw hamburger meat on my hands. So we'll put this on. Our new Season's Best, like I said, it has all one-pot meals. So for quick, easy dinners for you and your family, you can get the Season's Best cookbook. It has pictures. I'll show you here in just a minute the picture that you can do too. So let's add our hamburger meat. Making sure I'm not forgetting. I've done add to large bowl, add the beef broth. Oh, I skipped a section. Oh well. We're gonna do this. Let me get that out of the way. And then we also need 1/2 cup of panko. I believe it's 1/2 cup. Let me just double check. So yeah. So we're gonna pour that in here for 1/2 cup. Like so. We're gonna add that to our hamburger meat. And then we also beef panko whites, large bowl. Okay. The green onion whites, I'd already sliced those ahead of time. So all this is going to be mixed together, and we're just going to use our hands to make our meatballs, like so. One of my favorite parts of my job is I get to practice recipes and write off my groceries for a tax-deductible meal, which makes it kind of cool. We're going to make our meatballs like so. The batter bowls have a lid, and they're microwave safe as well as oven safe up to 350. So you can use the batter bowls for lots of things, whether you want to bake a cake in there, if you want to mix up your brownie mix, or like we're doing, we're making like meatballs, hamburger patties, cookie dough, all different kinds of things that you can do. So I think we've got that mixed pretty good. And then I actually forgot a step. Sorry, it's shaking so bad. We need to open the can of beef broth. So I'm going to take that off, and we're going to be cooking everything in our deep covered baker. This right here, a pork tenderloin in 12 to 15 minutes, all kinds of stuff. Roasted chicken. Okay, we're going to open our can of broth with our can opener. This right here, no sharp edges. So you're able to open your cans really easily. Don't have to worry about cutting your finger on the inside lip. And then just has a little good thing that you can press and lift. So we've got our broth open, no sharp edges. It's cut where the glue is. We need 1.5 cups of beef broth. So we'll start right there. We need to add it to this. Okay, so we're going to pour that into our deep covered baker. That's good. Oh, I'm missing that brown sugar. We'll get that, and then we also need 2 cups of rice. We're going to pour that in here. And if you want to use instant rice for this recipe, if I'm going to just make rice on the side, I will use the long grain rice in our rice cooker. I'm going to add that to here. Stir it really good. And then when we make the meatballs, they're going to sit on top of the rice mixture. So all I've done is I've just mixed the rice in with that broth mixture. So let's take our medium scoop to make our meatballs. And since I don't have my gloves, I'm not going to make them perfect. But we're going to, should make about 15. The medium scoop also works great for cookies. And it's also the perfect size to fill the mini muffin pan if you want to do that. We do have 3 sizes of scoops. If you want to make a bigger cookie, you can use a large, and that'd be like a jumbo cookie. Or if you want to use the small, that's the perfect size to make cookies as well that are about 1.5 inches. The medium scoop makes about 2-inch cookies, and the large scoop makes about 3-inch cookies. But the small scoop you can also use for deviled eggs if you don't have the Easy Accent decorator, which makes it look really fancy. So if I had gloves on, I'd make these look pretty, but we'll keep it going pretty quick. The other thing that's really good with the large scoop, if you have the brownie pan, the large scoop is the perfect amount of batter of brownie or pumpkin, those 2-ingredient pumpkin, it's like spice cake and pumpkin, perfect measurement just to put in there. So we're going to put all this in here. We're almost done. So I'm just laying that on top of the rice mixture. And then we're going to put it in the microwave. I believe it's for like 9 to 11 minutes. And so I'll stop the video when I put it in the microwave, and then whenever it comes out, I'll start again. What's the egg white supposed to go in? Oh, that's what I missed. We're going to make it without the egg. See, I have the egg. See, you don't have to be perfect to do Pampered Chef. So that's probably why it's not sticking together as well as it should. So they'll still be fine. Don't tell me I'm the only one that ever does stuff like that. So we're going to put that that last little bit in there. So we've got all our meatballs good to go. So I've just kind of set them on top. We're going to put the lid on, and then while it's cooking, why don't we split the difference? We'll do 10. Okay, so, and then when it comes out, we're going to add some sugar snap peas. I've got them rinsed in our Easy Read measuring colander, and we're going to also top with some of the green onions that I've sliced earlier, and then we'll microwave again for 3 to 4 minutes. So when that comes out, I'll be back live, and that is our beef and broccoli meatballs. And like I said, you don't have to be perfect to do this, because I forgot the egg. I guess I'll just scramble that. Y'all have a good night.